There are so many videos with tips, tricks, and product recommendations out there on how to help aging skin look more youthful for longer, but there are very few videos on aging hair, the changes that come with that, and how to counteract them. Let's change that up right now. My name is Gabby and I've been a makeup artist and hairstylist for 17 years, working with thousands of women of all different ages. My channel is all about celebrating womanhood and giving you easy tips and tricks for looking as beautiful on the outside as you feel on the inside. Today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to keep your hair looking as lush and youthful as possible for as long as possible. And we're going to start right now. Let's start by addressing what happens to the scalp and the hair as we age, because we can't know what to do to improve things if we don't know what is actually happening. One of the first things that happen is the hair loses pigmentation. This can start really early for some people and much later for other people. To show you this variation, my friend Christina is fully gray and she's 35. I'm 37. I don't have any grays at all. My sister's 40 and her hair is completely virgin and she has very little gray as well. My dad is 62. This is how much gray he has. This change, like everything else really, is completely individual. Let me know in the comments what age your hair started changing color. I find it so interesting to read the differences between people. And then around 45 to 55, women go through menopause. The hormonal changes that come with that leads to a whole slew of physical changes. The appearance of your skin, nails, and hair are obviously directly correlated with what's going on internally. So it's no surprise that the hair changes drastically around this time, as the inside of your body is changing drastically as well. One of the most noticeable changes is that oil production decreases, which results in increased dryness of the scalp and then brittleness of the hair. As estrogen levels decrease, there can also be a link to hair thinning and hair loss. So in summary, your hair over time may start looking drier and more brittle, which results in more frizz, and it can also get thinner and finer. Tip number 1 deals with combating the dryness that you may be experiencing. And this tip is to reduce the amount of heat you're using on your hair. Hair that is dry loses elasticity and becomes more easily damaged by everything. So if you heat style really healthy hair, as long as you do it properly, it's typically fine. But if you heat style really dry and wiry hair, it will get significantly more damaged because the fibers are not strong enough to withstand the heat, so they will break. It just becomes this vicious cycle, because if your hair is dry, it doesn't look good unless it's heat styled, but if it's heat styled, then it gets drier. So I have a solution for you, because not all of us look good with our hair air dried, myself included. I literally cannot live without styling my hair. It's just not gonna happen. My texture doesn't allow for that. It just won't look good. It won't look good. There is a really cool blow dryer that I discovered on the market called the Zuvi Halo. This dryer has been called the future of hair care, and it really is a very innovative tool. I've seen it everywhere. Everyone is talking about this, and for good reason. What makes this really unique is that it doesn't have any heating coils. A blow dryer with no heating coils, okay? Stay with me. It uses something called light care technology, which is actually inspired by nature. The best way to describe this is to think about going for a walk outside with wet hair. Your hair will eventually dry because of 2 things, sunshine and wind. Zuvi has basically found a way to package sunshine and wind into a blow dryer. It's wild. It's the craziest, coolest thing. So if you compare it to a regular blow dryers use heat and wind to blow dry the hair, right? You get super hot wind coming at you that essentially just blasts the water out of the hair. Zuvi uses infrared light energy to dry water on the hair surface without damaging the internal cortex. So the hair gets dry on the outside while the inside stays hydrated. Isn't that so freaking cool? Isn't that amazing? If you do end up getting this in your kit, you're going to get 3 things. So you're gonna get a gentle air attachment. I use that for rough drying my hair before doing any detail work. You also get a concentrator for detailed drying, and then you get a diffuser for curls. If you have curly hair or wavy hair like me, you will literally be obsessed with this, because you will get so much less frizz and your curls won't dry out at all. But if you want to smooth your hair out and wear it shiny and straight, you can can use your round brush and a concentrator and do that as well, and it also works really well. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, I will leave a link for you in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It is truly the best blow dryer if your goal is to get and maintain very, very healthy hair. If that is your goal, if you feel like your hair is aging and getting dry and wiry and breaking like crazy, try the Zuvi Halo. You can still get the benefits of styling your hair, but without any of the damage. Over time, it could really transform your hair into like a beautiful, shiny, silky end result. That is always the goal. Tip number 2 also has to do with repairing that dry, wiry feeling that the hair may have now. Applying a hair oil on the nights when you plan to wash your hair the next morning may really help with frizz and dryness. Hair oiling has gained popularity recently, but its roots stem back like 5,000 years. This was a thing that has been done forever. You can go real deep down this rabbit hole online and find so much information about it. Some people recommend using oils from your kitchen, and there are loads of articles written on that. But I personally find that it's better and that I get less weight on my fine hair if I use a product specifically made for doing this. My favorite one right now is by the company called Keratin. It's the Fresh Nourishing Oil. This can be used to style your hair by applying a couple of drops after it's blow dried to the tips, or you can use it as a hair oiling treatment, which is my favorite way to use it. So what I do is I apply it on my hands, I rub them together, and then I start by saturating the ends really, really well where my hair is the most dry. And then I move up the hair shaft into the roots and give my roots a little massage. Then I gently plop it on the top of my head with a scrunchie. I put a towel on my pillow so that I don't wreck my pillowcase, and then I go to sleep. The next morning, I do my regular shampoo and conditioner, and I'm good to go. Doing this a couple of times a week really does make your hair feel super, super soft, and it really does make a difference over time. If you know you're gonna take a shower the next day, take like 1 or 2 minutes to give yourself a hair oil treatment and go to sleep with that oil in your hair. And then you can thank me the next morning after you wash it out and your hair feels amazing. Tip number 3 is gonna be seriously controversial, and I am bracing myself for the comments because there are people who think that going natural with your color makes you look super old. I am not one of those people. I absolutely love natural gray hair. I think it is so shiny and beautiful. And in my opinion, having a huge regrowth line every 2 weeks doesn't make you look any younger. Shiny, healthy hair makes you look younger. So if you're getting really tired of the maintenance, don't be afraid to try growing it out if you want to. I've had so many people, so many clients tell me how incredibly liberating it was and how much more flattering it actually looks. And I think the main reason for that is because it's healthier, and healthy hair is the most flattering thing ever. It's the most flattering thing you can wear. If you do decide to go natural, my tip for you is to use purple shampoo or a purple treatment mask a couple of times a week to get rid of any yellow pigment that may end up muddying up your silver. Very light hair has a tendency to go yellow over time because of minerals in the water, UV from the sun, product buildup, and a whole host of other reasons. Purple is the complementary color to yellow on the color wheel. So what it does is it neutralizes the tone and turns the hair super icy and bright. It is beautiful. Tip number 4 is to pump up the volume in your hair. There is nothing that gives you more of a facelift other than an actual facelift than volume in your hair. I'm telling you, volume in your hair, it is a game changer. If you notice in this before and after here, you can see how much more youthful my model Jennifer looks with volume. If you notice in this before and after, you can see how stunning my other model Jocelyn looks with volume. It really is a universally flattering look that will make you look so much more youthful. A really easy way to achieve this is to use volume products before you blow dry your hair. I really like using volume mousses because they pump the hair up so much. Another tip is to use Velcro rollers in a mohawk section to get that top layer super, super full. The only thing with Velcro rollers is that they do need a little heat for them to work. So if you want to minimize damage, you can blow blow the hair out with the Zuvi, put the Velcro rollers in, heat them up slightly with another warm blow dryer and a diffuser attachment if you have one, and then let it cool. This needs very minimal amounts of heat to work, so it's not going to be damaging if you do it this way, and it really will yield enormous results that should last you pretty much the whole day. Tip number 5 is to embrace a new haircut if you feel like your haircut is doing nothing for you. It is so easy to do what we're used to doing and to stay with the look that made us feel great when we were younger. But as we age, we have to alter things to make sure that it's flattering for our new selves. And a haircut is a big one. If your hair is starting to thin out, consider going a little bit shorter to strengthen out the baseline in order to give the illusion that the hair has more density. If you are losing a lot of volume in your cheeks or you're getting a lot of sagging in the jawline and neck, consider adding face framing layers or maybe even a fringe to naturally contour and chisel out the face. I recently did a video on 5 haircuts that will make you look younger after 50. So if you want more ideas and a much more detailed explanation of that, then you should head over there and check that one out right now.